On this episode, I'm in a shop with Emily and two trannies. It's going to be a good time.
Yeah. So Daniel has this beautiful 65 Impala who is Simon's cousin of the Border Runner Impala that we just built. It's a beautiful car. It's got wide interior. It's a true super sport, and it's got the original 327. But with this two-speed power glide, it didn't have overdrive, and it wasn't loving the RPM on the highway. So we're going to do a 700 R4 from TCI in this car. So this TCI transmission, it's the Street Fighter edition of the 700 R4. We just bought the kit on their website, and it comes with everything you need to do the swap, with the exception of the drive shaft modification and the crossmember. Okay, time to get this torque converter in. Just spin it and it clicks on, right?
Yeah, should.
Oh, there's
There went
one.
one. Probably as far as this one goes.
Can you feel it?
Okay, it's all the way in.
Sweet. All right.
All right, go
Let's
first.
roll it down under. You ready?
I'm ready. You ready?
Ready. Is this tight?
Yep.
I just forget how slow this thing is. It's so slow.
I thought about lowering the car, but then I remembered I could just have you jack it up and I could stand here. So I was not so worried about it.
Yeah, that is. Mine's really close over here.
This side's pretty low on, so
Okay, so.
how close are you?
Oh, I'm on. But let's see what I'm looking at right here. See where it meets up with the block? It's not.
Oh, that doesn't matter.
Just get the bolt holes lined up and.
That's a casting deal.
Oh.
Yeah, as long as the bolts line up, that's what
Okay.
matters.
All right, time to get our bolts in. All right, let's get these torque converter bolts lined up. Got a pretty good gap there, so. Our torque converter is totally pushed into the transmission, but it needs to come out a little bit to be able to reach our flywheel. I'm so happy that my neighbors are getting their mowing done. Okay. Right behind the starter where I can't reach it. We'll get a breakover ball in front of that motor. Okay, last bolt is tight on the torque converter. That was kind of a pain because this particular engine doesn't have the center crank bolt. It has the small bolts on the outside of the pulley, so it was kind of a pain getting my socket up in there, but I did it. It's gotta be persistent. Yeah. So our trans mount is in. It's not tight yet. It's just the bolts are finger loose, but we're gonna hold up our cross member to see what kind of modifications we need to do to make it work with the longer transmission. I just scraped like a lot of grease off this thing to make it nice-ish.
One thing we've learned while doing this stuff is as many bolts as you can get in it in the beginning before you start fabbing stuff makes it a lot easier, so you know where things need to be and then you can build off of that. Okay, that started. So let's see what we have over here. This transmission's a few inches longer, and so as you can see here, our cross member is not going to line up with the original brace.
So this transmission requires the brackets for the crossmember to be a little bit lower and a little further back. So we cut some pieces out of angle iron. I'm gonna put some holes in them and weld them to the frame so we can get that new crossmember up. I'm gonna wear my safety glasses. I'm gonna put my ponytail to the back, pilot hole with the drill bit, and then I'm gonna use a stepped up drill bit. Those things are awesome. Okay. If you've never used a stepped up drill bit, gotta go get one. They're super cool. You have all of these different sizes you can drill your hole to. You just go down, go down, go down into each size. It's really neat.
Holding on, Emily.
Okay, good. We're gonna put our ankle iron up here.
Yeah.
Get it bolted up. Put our bolts in. And then we will.
You first.
Okay, I'll go first. And then we'll tack weld our angle iron up.
Need this?
I need another washer.
Okay. I was gonna hand you that.
And a nut.
No.
This is yours.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna use the ratchet or the ratchet wrench.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Well, whatever you want.
I'll do the wrench part. You can do the ratchet part.
Okay.
Nice. Tighten her down.
I just burped when I was about to talk.
You did. Arms
My
getting
head-
tired?
My head's getting tired. I'm looking up.
Yeah, I bet. All right, you ready for this side?
Yep. Ready to work.
Oh yeah.
Working makes you tired. What? Why are you laughing?
You're cute. You ready? Okay. Okay, I'm gonna do another one.
Okay.
Calm it down. Okay. All right, we got our packs. Aaron's going to tell us a little bit about his experience with grinder. What do we call these?
I just call them discs. I don't know. So nobody ever taught me this stuff. I just learned this from trial and error. And I wish they had, because it would have saved me a lot of time. Basically, wire brush gets light stuff off. If you've got like a steel mounting surface, you want to get a gasket off of it, that's really good for that. This disc is more like a sanding disc. You can buy it in different grits. And so when you're finalizing your grinding and stuff like that, this will make it really smooth so it's pretty to paint. Then you've got, this is a thick grinding disc, so if you're trying to knock down like the high point of a weld or something like that, that's a really good one. And then this little tiny one is awesome for cutting stuff off, where you would use a Sawzall or something like that. This little guy works really well. So I was just telling Emily, once you learn to use these, everything gets a lot easier. You stop breaking blades, you stop grinding too deep into stuff, and you can actually make it look pretty decent.
Thanks, babe.
Yep.
Now I got to get to grinding my welds so that they look okay.
Part of the game, isn't it?
I suppose so. Trying to learn.
Yep. Some people lay perfect beads on their cars every time. And we don't like any of those people.
Okay, that makes me feel a lot better. I felt pretty good about the closer area right here. Wow, I look really illegitimate with my nails all red and clean. But there was just like not pretty. And then over here on this side, I was kind of finishing out center sections. I felt okay. I think I did this section right here and then filled in this section, and then this just got super crappy. So let's make that prettier. So Erin finished the install. I had to leave town.
Basically, on our way to the airport, dropped our drive shaft off, which we measured from center of U-joint to center of U-joint, and measured the distance of it.
We needed it shortened.
Yeah, so we had that shortened. That was an easy deal. Got that thrown in there, and then Shift Work makes this really cool kit to convert it to, there's a 2-speed power glide, so it makes it where you have all 4 on the detent thingy-mabob, or whatever that's called.
Very technical term.
Right, right. So we installed that. Now we have all the gears.
Enjoy the pretty footage of her rolling. She looks so nice on the
It's
highway.
a beautiful car.
Yeah.
And this is an actual super sport.
Yeah, it's true. It's the real deal.
It's the real one.